I'm next to Carl Cox. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. We're so excited to have you here, and we've heard amazing things about your stage. There's so much going on. Please elaborate and what has happened.
Yeah, it's kind of I would say it's Ultrafest on steroids.
Ultrafest on steroids. Okay, a lot of people have described Ultrafest, but not quite like that.
Everything's grown another 2 inches, a bit more. It's amazing what's happened here, and what's really nice about what's going on here. Everything has to, develop and grow into something, special of what we're involved in right now. And if you can imagine Ultrafest, 7 or 8 years ago, how it started, very innocent, 10, 15,000 people.
Very innocent. I like that.
It's like, oh, well, we can do a little festival within the Winter Music Conference, and here we are, and it just went boom, 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 and grown. But from last year to now, it's grown exponentially. And I think, there's been such demand on this a festival event. I think because they give good value for money, they really, try and find the very best talent that they can really give to people who are spending good money on a ticket. And also, for America, I think it's really become something of an institution of what it really stands for now, with the Now generation. And the thing is, the Now generation has stood up and said, yes, we want Ultrafest. So we're going to buy all the tickets for the three days and sell out. So they've gone, well, you know what, if we sold out, we want to give something back to the people. And what they did is what you see today. It is phenomenal.
It's quite a voice, because the people have spoken. Ultrafest has been here to stay. And the influences have been quite incredible, especially your influence, especially on other DJs.
Yes.
And on your stage, there's so many people that are excited to be there. What do you actually look in talent when, you take them under your wing or you give them advice?
Yeah, it's all of that. I've become a bit of an ambassador, I suppose, to the scene. The grandfather.
Isn't that wonderful? That people actually look to you like that, an ambassador to the scene? Because not a lot of people can really coin that term and just run with it.
No, I suppose because I've been here for so many years. And, if you think about the Afrojacks and Skrillex and these guys, Steve Aoki, they've been doing really well over the last 4 or 5 years. It'd be great to see what happens in the next 16 years of their career, if they're still there. I like to think that they can and still will be, because they can keep developing the scene. But it's a long road. I've been playing this type of music for nearly 20 years, maybe longer than that, since '88. And here I am still, with people still interested in what I'm doing and why I do it. I do this because I love it, I have a passion for it, and I believe in it. So with everything that's going on, I'm also embracing the future and embracing the next generation with their sound of music too. So all I'm doing here is Ultrafest, going, okay, well, this is what I do. I love some of the guys that have been around for 20 years also, like Laurent Garnier, for instance, came here to America to play his unique style of music, which was 5 hours of him live with 2 other French musicians also have been around for many years too. But that was on Friday, and for me, I tried to give it a more underground twist of music to the Fridays, and the Saturday is a little bit more accessible, where people kind of know the artists a little bit more, and then I get involved with both sides of that fence.
But that's really interesting, because like on Friday, for example, you give them a certain type of taste, and then on Saturday you maybe crank it up a notch, but you give them something else, which is quite innovative, because maybe a lot of people won't even approach a festival or a concert like that.
Yes. Yeah, we've been given the opportunity to be able to spread our wings a little bit, and flex the muscle in some ways. They go, right, this is what we're going to give you on a Saturday night. Oh yeah. But Friday night was amazing. Laurent was just fantastic, and of course we had DJ Locodice. 3 acts for nearly 8 hours of music in under one roof, and the style of music was, I like to think that about 95% of the music that was played on Friday, nobody knows too much about, and that's where you experience the new music or what is out there, and I think to be able to come to Ultrafest and to get what you want, but also to get what you're not expecting is what you really come for a festival for.
Absolutely. Definitely here is definitely the unexpected. In terms of what's happening in Europe and in the UK, and what you've seen is happening now, how long do you think it actually took for Ultrafest, for the States to be where they are currently?
I reckon it took at least 20 years to get to this point, from how I started and when I started. It wasn't really understood, the government and the police and mums and dads were like, stop this nonsense, this is not acceptable, my kids will never get into this.
But now Ultra and this music is here to stay. What would you like to drop your album? I mean, everybody is just looking forward to your new projects. What's going on with that?
Well, I've been secretly making the next Carl Cox album. This is the 4th artist album. It's called All Roads Leads to the Dance Floor. And I'm actually going to be doing Carl Cox live with this album. I've done 2 shows already in Australia, Melbourne. Got very well received and received. And I had fun. It's kind of, the whole live show is with me, 2 producers. We've got 4 singers and 2 musicians, trumpet players and sax players, and my music. So
and your music, which is the one and only. Carl, thank you so much for joining us. We've definitely been very excited.
Thank you.
And you know what? The party continues right here at Rumbum.com, right here with Carl Cox.